Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the South Carolina Gamecocks headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Bailey. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Let's talk for a second about NC State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got a lot of room to the right. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense sets up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense in a bunch formation. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to get it in. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Sellers. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Drives inside. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another first and goal. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sellers on the play action. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Sellers from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So,
guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Sellers to the air again. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. In traffic, it's Cobb. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He tries to take the top off. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Scott. They put the brakes on it. NC State going up tempo. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on. Going to try to get it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Setting up the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Finds the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Got the 1st down. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Again, it's Sellers. He rifles one deep to the left. picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him quickly. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Bailey. They're all over him. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gamecocks.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. NC State quick to the line. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half. And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening.
Going for the big play. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Clark. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. No huddle offense to the line.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Straight ahead, it's Clark. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll try to do it himself. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And he gets it away.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 14 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's Clemson, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hits inside, it's Clark. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it. But
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sellers. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the...
Makes the grab! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to find the end zone. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
the offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sellers to the air again. Under pressure. And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question. Especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Quick give. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense all over it. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Got to make the play on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sets his feet, it's Sellers. Turns it upfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. From the gun, it's Scott. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Hoffman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Throwing, Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Tuggle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Firing toward the end zone. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Running the red zone. It's Clark. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Here's Sellers to throw. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple teams of this caliber